What's going on, guys? It is Shay here. Welcome back to another prop review. Now, it has been a minute ever since I've done a prop review. I actually tried reviewing this specific thing, this specific weapon, a couple days ago, but the footage wasn't good enough. Freaking what cicadas or whatever they're called out here making so much noise, and it was about to get dark, so I decided to do this a different day. I tried doing it yesterday and it rained, and that's why I uploaded that story time video. So I'm now here today to review this. By the way, I got this bad baby today. You like this knife? It's my brand new knife. I gave my old one to my mom. It was like one of those $2 knives at one point, but I got this thing today. It's like, what, about 10 bucks? But I think it's worth a little more than that, I think. And my old knife couldn't do this, but this one can. It's a freaking switchblade, and I like that. Today, guys, I'm going to be reviewing the semi-automatic pistol. I was about to give it the name that it says it does in the wiki, from Detroit Become Human. This is the gun that is famously used by almost every single deca in Detroit Become Human. We got Connor, Gavin, Hank. Even though Hank's not a detective, he's actually a lieutenant, but he used to be one. But oh well, he still counts as that. So I have been wanting to make this gun for a good amount of time, and I wanted to make this specific version instead of the one that, you know, I'll talk about in this video. So yes, I've been on hiatus with these prop reviews because I didn't know what to make. But I'm like, man, let me try to remake a weapon that I've been wanting to make for a minute, and that was this gun. I'm gonna give it the name that it has, or like a name, I don't know. I might give it the name that the Wikia tells me to say, I don't know. But yeah, so with that being said, let's begin. This pistol is used by police in the game and by a couple other soldiers, like security guards at, like, you know, CyberLife and stuff like that. But other than that, not much is known about this pistol. But there are a little bit of information about, you know, what this gun fires, you know, like who uses it or whatever. And we already know that, you know, even civilians can use this gun. However, I'll get to that in a minute. But this version in particular are the police version, like variants meant for military and police. I was about to say police and military, but. And for that fact, in the game, it's apparently called the MP45, which there's a weapon or a gun, technically a pistol, in real life that has the exact same name. And they don't really look similar, like, and not really, but this is called the MP45, or Military and Police 45. So I don't know if this is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be based off a 45 ACP pistol or 9mm, I don't know. But however, though, the bullet that it does fire is called a 457 caliber bullet. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a much more advanced version of 9mm or 45. I have no idea. But what I like about this gun is just the look of it, especially this version in particular. Now, why I say this version is because there's actually another version of this. There are civilian models of this particular gun. Instead, on police models, on military and police models, they have this little bitty orange. I mean, I put yellow because I didn't have orange on standby. Yeah, they have those little bitty like orange emblem that says DPD on it, and a lot of deviants would take this gun. And I actually recently found out that androids of any kind, like no matter what kind of model the androids are, they aren't allowed, or they are banned or prohibited, I guess, from using any weapons. So I'm always wondering, I always thought Connor had a gun on him, but I guess he always had to take one, I guess. But yeah, you get these little bitty markings on the police models and this little bitty safety feature, which I'm assuming means that you're ready to fire. And you get these white grips, which apparently in the game is actually rubber instead of just being plastic. But yeah, and on the civilian models, there is they have wood grips. Now, those versions are on the models that, like, let's say Todd has, like the dude who owned Kara. Elijah Kamsky, he owns one of these things, but has a brown grip as well. And doesn't have those little bitty markings. Now, the civilian models, they don't have this marking or any of this right here. They just have the brown grip. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the details. So I originally had rear sights on this gun, which obviously is what you're supposed to have on a pistol, but sadly it doesn't. The rear sights are barely visible, so I just covered it up, you know, with that. However, though, there is a front sight, a tiny little bitty front sight, which you guys can't really see. My finger's like right there on it, like right here. Other than that, though, it's not so impressive. I was gonna make it a little bigger so that way it's a little more noticeable, but I mean, or a little bit more taller and whatever, but I decided not to do that. And you have a very nice barrel. Now, when I did this barrel, I was actually quite surprised. I didn't expect myself to make a barrel like that. It reminds me of what the gun looks like in the game, and I love that. And I also found out that certain models in the game that are used are actually fairly, you know, just like your average size pistol. But I did make my model a little too big. Now here it might just look maybe average size and may even look a little big to some people, but you really need to hold this thing in your hand no matter if you have big or small hands. I have fairly big hands, and this thing feels very natural in my hands. It feels so good to hold. And in certain pictures and promotional photos of the game, like Connor is seen with one of these, and when he's aiming it like this, the grip is seen as long, and the trigger guard is also seen fairly long as well. I don't know how much ammo that this gun holds. From what I see, Connor, whenever he uses this gun, he usually fires about maybe, I don't know, maybe about 4 rounds every pistol that he gets. And I know for a fact that this gun does not have that little of an ammo count. I could see this gun using 10 round mags, maybe even 7 or 8 round mags. And for that reason, for the shooting test, I'm going to be using 7 round mags because I can count a lot easier with that. So I'm pretty sure this thing has a higher capacity, you know, than this, but oh well, we're going to use 7 round mags this time. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started and let's go on with the shooting test. Okay, so we're doing this a little different this time. Instead of just, you know, aiming like this or whatever, I'm going to do that, but we're mainly going to be doing like little up close shots or whatever. Let's go ahead and start. Yeah, all right, here we go. All right, go. All right. So yeah, I guess it really does it. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.